Hi everybody. So on my last video I spoke about the importance of drinking enough water to maintain your hydration and keep you healthy so that you don't have any bad effects of like getting a heat stroke or just being overall dehydrated and fatigued. So that's what I covered on the last one. Today I want to cover a different subject, but it's also with your health, something that is just as important, something that will help in your weight loss journey, something that's paramount that every human being needs. Because the same way you work your body to try to heal your body and make it strong, this particular thing is for your brain because it really regulates your brain and it helps the rest of your body. It's very important. Everybody needs this, and that is sleep. Okay. Now I'm telling you this as someone who has dealt with insomnia. Okay, I used to be a really bad insomniac where you know I guess my problem was at times I couldn't shut my mind off when it was time for bed. Like I would. It's not like I wouldn't get into bed. I would get into bed, but I don't know, some of the stupidest stuff would happen when I would try to go to bed. It's like, you know, my mind would be like a radio station that I couldn't shut off. If a song popped into my head, it would be constantly be playing, and no matter how much I wanted it to stop, it just kept going. Or just the stupidest thoughts would just creep into my head, and it's almost like my brain was having a conversation with me, even though I didn't want to hear it. And then there's other situations that can cause that, like if you have a lot of pressing, stressing situations that are bothering you, you're gonna pick that time of the day where you're just by yourself pondering things, and it's gonna eat away at you, and you're going to just contemplate that all night, and it's not gonna let you sleep. The most important thing you can do at first is, you gotta find yourself some time to relax and really put your mind at ease. What they talk about with sleep hygiene is extremely important, okay? And there's a lot of steps that you can take to start doing this, okay? Number one, you really need to set a schedule for when you go to bed, as well as a time when you get up. And you need to make this permanent, okay? Unless you get a change in job or you have to change your times, that's fine. But for the most part, you need to have a set time when you go to bed and a set time when you get up. Because what that does, it sets your circadian rhythm, and the circadian rhythm, what that is basically your internal clock in your body that tells you, okay, it's time to get up and it's time to go to bed. Okay, um, you need to have a set time because your body will get used to it, and when that time comes, your body's gonna know, okay, it's time for this. Okay, it's time to get up. It's time to go to bed. All right. Another thing, uh, if you find that you spend a lot of time in your room, on your bed, watching TV or doing whatever you're doing on your bed in your bedroom, please do not do that. Do not do that. Okay. Your bed should only be used for two things. Okay, and that is sleep, and if you're lucky enough, you get some sex there too. But just do not use your bed for anything other than that, because your bed really should be a place that you associate with rest. And if you're doing other things there, it's going to become associated with a lot of other things that you may not want. Okay, so don't use your bed unless you're going to sleep or do the deed. Another thing, which is very important, and it's part of this weight loss journey. Okay, you have to exercise. The more you exercise, you're getting that vitamin D from the sun. The vitamin D from the sun and all that hits you. It releases chemicals in your body that help your circadian rhythm. Okay, all that ultraviolet light. What that does, it sets your clock to like when nighttime comes and it's about getting time ready for bed, and that absence of light is there. Your body's like, wow, okay, it's time to go to bed. But not just that, the exercise, the energy you're expending, it's withdrawing energy from your body. So by the time nighttime hits, you're gonna be bushed. You're gonna want to sleep. Your body's just gonna be tired, and you're gonna want to rest. So it's gonna be a lot easier for you to fall asleep. Uh, Another thing you can do is you really want to have a cutoff time for when you eat. Okay, because your body, when you eat, it has to digest that stuff, and if you eat too close to bedtime, your body's still going to be digesting that stuff, and you can have a whole host of problems. Your body is digesting it, and you can have stomach aches at night, or even worse, you can end up having acid reflux, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, because you're going to be feeling that coming up, and it's just going to be hell, okay? And you're not going to be able to sleep. So if I were you, I'd say don't eat any later than 5 o'clock, okay? If you really want to eat and you want to lose weight, do not eat after 5 o'clock, okay? Limit your liquid intake at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, okay? Um, Another thing you can do that I found is helpful, uh, about an hour and a half to 2 hours before bed, you know, get in the shower or bath, make it nice and warm, nice and steamy, as hot as you can, just to make it relaxing, almost like you're in a hot tub, and just sit there and, you bathe yourself, but you soak in that hot water. Hot water, what it does, it causes what's called vasodilation, and what that is basically all your blood vessels in your body, especially the ones that are closest to your skin, they enlarge and they increase the blood flow in your body. What ends up happening, your body starts to soothe itself and relax, and all the tenseness that you have just gets released, and so you feel extremely relaxed after that. And so that's going to help you ease into bed, and with everything else I've told you, it's going to help you ease into bed and just want to sleep, and you're going to sleep better, okay? So that's another thing. And then lastly, which is one of the biggest enemies that people have, because of social media and because of Netflix and all this crap that people are accustomed to, you really want to stop using your tablets, your phones, your TV, especially 2 hours before bed. No later than that. You want to stop 2 hours before you go to bed. Okay, stop that. If you have to find something to do, you can read a book. You can, um, just don't be exposed to that blue light that your TV and your phone and your tablets give off, because that messes with your circadian rhythm again, because it's giving it the impression that it's still daytime. And when that happens, it becomes much more harder for you to actually fall asleep. So you want to stay away from that stuff for at least 2 hours before you go to bed. You do that, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to go to bed. Oh, one more thing I also forgot to mention, okay? Caffeine. A lot of people drink coffee to boost their metabolism and speed up their fat burning process. And, coffee is great, I'm not going to lie. But you do want to cut off caffeine at a certain time of the day. Caffeine stays in your system for quite some time, so I would say don't take caffeine after 3 p.m., okay? Let's say your bedtime's at 10 p.m., do not take any more caffeine after 3 p.m. because it's going to screw with your sleeping. It's going to make it a lot harder for you to sleep, and you're going to be very buzzed and very energetic, and sleep's not going to come easy. So cut off the caffeine by about 3 p.m., okay? And you should be better off, okay? And some other things you can do, okay? Try to make your room as dark as possible, okay? One of the things I want to do, I don't have it right now, but one of the things I want to do is I want to buy some black curtains, some really black curtains, and just put it over my window so that when it comes to nighttime, there's no light peering in whatsoever. The darker it is, the easier it's going to be for you to find that peaceful state of sleep and just doze off. Another thing you can do, if you can't do that, and they sell these at all kinds of stores, Walmart, whatever, you can buy these little sleep masks, and they basically go over your eyes, and they strap over your head, and they cover your eyes completely from any type of light that might interfere. And they're a great investment because they're going to help you get that restful night's rest, and so yeah, that's another thing you can do. And lastly is your room temperature. Now, when you fall asleep, okay, what your body ends up doing is your body lowers its temperature to get into that sleep state. Uh, So you don't want to be sleeping in an uncomfortably hot room, because you're just going to be tossing and turning all night. You're going to be uncomfortable, you're going to be sweating. It's not going to be a good night. So you want to set your temperature as cold as you can be, as cold as you can stand it. I'm not talking uncomfortably cold, but make it cool enough that when you cover yourself with your blankets, you feel comfortable, you feel cozy. But you don't want it freezing either. But you don't want it to be hot. You don't want it to be warm either. You need it to be cool, okay? Because that's going to help your body drop its temperature and reach that sleep state that you need, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it, okay? You follow all of these things. It's not going to happen right away, because, as with anything, this is an adaptive process that your body has to get used to. But with time, all of these things will help your body. It should fix your insomnia. This is universally known by doctors. This is something you need to implement, and in time, I'd say within a couple weeks, at the most a month, but it's going to change your life drastically. You're going to start getting a lot of sleep, and you're going to feel so much better, so much rested, and it's going to help you with your exercise, because with any exercise that you're doing, your body needs to recharge, and it needs to heal itself from the stress that you cause yourself during that exercise. So sleep is paramount. If you're exercising and you're not sleeping well, you're really not doing the best job for yourself. So you need to sleep. But yeah, so make sure that when you do sleep, you try to get at a minimum 7 hours. Ideally, it should be like 8 hours, but no less than 7 hours, okay? Um, if at first sometimes you tend to wake up in the middle of the night, it's okay. Just make sure that once you can go to the bathroom, you do your necessities. Make sure you get back into bed, and then just start doing stuff around the house, because you need to get that full 7 hours. Okay, it's gonna help your body heal and mend itself, and it's gonna give you a lot better mental stability and mental health. And everybody needs this. Every living creature needs sleep. And so don't think that you're any different. Treat yourself right, do the right thing, and try these things, because they're tried and true, they're medically proven, and they should go a long way in helping you. But please have patience, okay? Because this will take some time, but I promise you, your sleep will improve, and you will maximize your workouts, because you are taking the time to heal your body. Okay? I hope this information is helpful to you. And anyways, until next time, take care. Bye bye.